Please tell us a bit about Jada and your family.
Well, Jada was born in 2004. She's lives with me, but we're not together with her father at this time. She has a sister who's 12 years old, and she also has a stepbrother. Her father lives down in South Jersey. Jada's currently 8 years old, and she was diagnosed in August of 2011 with a brain tumor that's called a juvenile pielocystic astrocytoma. A lot of people think that this type of brain tumor is cancerous. It's not. It's a benign brain tumor. But the reasons that it's so dangerous is that hers is one of the largest brain tumors they've seen. So today she walks around like a normal 8-year-old. She goes to school. She's a cheerleader. I'm going to get emotional telling this story. But the doctors keep telling me that she's going to be fine. I believe she's going to be fine. I'm faithful that she's going to be fine. But her tumor has begun to grow. From her last treatment to this treatment cycle, she started in September of last year on chemotherapy. I took her for a second opinion down in Maryland, and they did tell me that her tumor started to grow a little bit. So when I took her back to where she's being treated, they just told me she's going to probably start a new chemotherapy treatment, which probably will start next week, just not sure when. The other thing is she's going to need something like 6 or 7 more surgeries. So I was in a little bit of a rush to get her to do something she wanted to do, which was to come to Disney. And this, mywishforyou.org was something that I found online. Out of nowhere, I just Googled it, spoke to somebody, and they just made it come true in 2 weeks' time. And that's why I'm here.
Tell us about Jada's battle with cancer.
Okay, so like I said, they think a lot of people have a misconception that this type of brain tumor is cancerous, and it's not. But it's very dangerous. It's in her midbrain. It's very large, and like I said, she's going to need 6 or 7 surgeries. But the reason why it's so life-threatening for her is because we have begun to see the damage that can happen. So for the first time in June of this year, she had a seizure, which was very scary, and luckily she's now on anti-seizure medication, which she hasn't had a seizure after. But we just never know with this type of brain tumor if she'll wake up the next day. So I live every day like it's our last.
Amazing. How has the Swiss trip impacted Jada and your family?
I think because it was so sporadic that it's even that much better. If we would have planned for it 3 months ago, it probably wouldn't have been that much fun. We would have still had fun, but because we planned it 3 weeks ago, and I said, Jada, where do you want to go? And she said, Disney. And we were so focused on the new treatment, we were focused on possible surgery, we were focused on so much more that it distracted her so quickly, and it just came true. Like, now she's here and she can't believe it. She has not mentioned her chemo, she has not mentioned a doctor, she hasn't mentioned a hospital, she hasn't nothing. All she has done is focus on what's the next character she's going to see, or where are we going next, or what are we going to do, or what are we going to eat. And she's every day, usually back home, she'll ask me, when is chemo going to stop? Is my port going to come out? And it's so hard to answer those questions. So this trip for us has been like, it's relaxing for her, but at the same time it's relaxing for me because I don't have to think strategically about how I'm going to answer her questions. So it's been a big distraction, and it lights a fire to life being here, because now I'm just excited about life. You see how much she can do and how much fun she's having, and it actually brings tears to my eyes every day watching her go on a ride, watching her smile. You absorb every moment, and the fact that we have video cameras to videotape the whole thing is amazing to me.
What's Jada's favorite activity in Orlando, and who's Jada's favorite cartoon character?
She loves everything about being here. I asked her earlier what her favorite cartoon character is, or is it Mickey, is it Minnie? She loves them all. If you meet Jada's a very loving kid. She's very emotional, she's a huge heart, and she always makes sure that every character, I know her, she doesn't want me to think that any character she doesn't like. She makes them all her favorites. So she wouldn't pick one. She said, I don't have a favorite, Mom. That's not nice to pick favorites. So she said all of them were her favorite.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay. What do you think will be the most or the best fun memory from this trip?
I think the best thing is that we've all been able to, with her sister and her stepsister, to just be ourselves, relax, have a good time. She's able to just have fun and not worry about anything, as well as my 12-year-old. You know, it's usually I have to watch what my 12-year-old is thinking, or she's always watching the dynamics of how I spoil the little one a little bit, and I have to always pay attention. Now it's shared. The fun is shared between all of us. We're all having a good time. I don't have to worry about this one gets ice cream, this one doesn't get ice cream. Everything's just available to all of us all the time, 24 hours a day. So that's really it.
That's amazing. What would you like to say to the volunteers at mywishforyou.org?
I just can't thank them enough for what they've done for us. It's a trip that I couldn't have made happen. That without them, I wouldn't be here. Without them, my daughters wouldn't have had the week that they've had so far, and we still have 2 days to go. So I'm really excited, because actually tomorrow's going to be a big day at Magic Kingdom for us. So I just know that it's a true blessing, and those who gave for this trip are going to be blessed because of it. And I thank them. I really thank everybody from the bottom of a mother's heart. And if people are mothers and are listening to me, they know what I mean.
Fantastic. What is your message to the children and families currently battling any kind of sickness?
Never to give up hope. Always to keep your faith, and that's what gets you through the next day. I don't worry about tomorrow because it's not here yet. I don't look at yesterday because it's gone. I live for today and what today brings. And as long as I had a great day, and and my daughter's walking, talking, and alive and being able to share with me, that's what's important. Ultimately, we don't have control. We can't ask why. And these things just happen. And unfortunately, it happens to some of us. The only thing I can really say is never to give up hope. And there's really people out there that truly care about your situation.